Deep within the lush, tangled jungles of Central America lie the silent stone giants of a lost world. These are the pyramids of the Maya, magnificent structures that have baffled historians and archaeologists for centuries. How did a civilization flourishing over 1,000 years ago build such monumental wonders without the tools we take for granted today? What secrets do these ancient stones still hold? Today, we journey back in time to unravel the mysteries of the Mayan pyramids, from their incredible construction to their sacred purpose and eventual enigmatic abandonment. Get ready to explore a world of architectural genius, celestial knowledge, and profound ritual. The construction of these pyramids is a true testament to Mayan ingenuity. Imagine this: no wheels, no beasts of burden like oxen or horses, and no metal tools. So, how did they do it? The Maya were master quarrymen. They used tools made of harder stone, like chert and obsidian, to painstakingly cut massive limestone blocks from the earth. To move these colossal stones, sometimes weighing several tons, they likely used a combination of brute human force, log rollers, and ropes made from tough jungle vines. Think of hundreds of workers pulling and pushing these blocks across specially built causeways, known as sakbib, that connected their cities. It was a slow, grueling process that required immense organization, mathematical precision, and an unwavering collective will. Each block was then meticulously shaped and fitted together with astonishing accuracy, often using a lime-bast mortar to bind them. What we see today isn't just a pile of rocks. It's the result of generations of labor, skill, and sheer determination. But why go to all this trouble? What was the purpose of these towering structures? For the Maya, the pyramids were far more than just impressive buildings. They were sacred mountains, powerful links between the earthly realm, the heavens, and the underworld. Their primary function was religious. The temples perched atop the pyramids were exclusive spaces where priests and kings would perform sacred ceremonies to communicate with the gods. These rituals were vital to Mayan life, believed to ensure agricultural fertility, successful hunts, and victory in war. They made offerings of precious materials like jade and obsidian, burned incense, and engaged in bloodletting rituals, believing that blood was a potent life force that nourished the deities. The design of the pyramids themselves was deeply symbolic. The steep stairways leading to the top represented the arduous journey to the realm of the gods. Climbing them was a spiritual act, bringing one closer to the divine. It was on these sacred platforms that the most dramatic and sometimes terrifying rituals unfolded, acts that the Maya believed were essential to maintaining cosmic order and the very survival of their world. Beyond their religious significance, the Mayan pyramids were also sophisticated astronomical observatories. The Maya were brilliant astronomers who possessed a profound understanding of celestial cycles. They meticulously tracked the movements of the sun, moon, Venus, and the stars, developing incredibly accurate calendars that are still marveled at today. The very placement and design of their pyramids were often aligned with key astronomical events. This wasn't just for show. Their entire agricultural system and religious calendar depended on this celestial clockwork. By observing the position of the sun as it rose and set against their pyramids, they could precisely determine the best times for planting and harvesting crops. These structures were giant stone calendars that told them when to prepare the fields, when to expect the rains, and when to celebrate important religious festivals. The pyramids were the heart of their society, blending science and spirituality in a way that governed every aspect of Mayan life. They were physical manifestations of the Maya's worldview, where the earthly and the celestial were intricately and beautifully intertwined. Perhaps the most famous example of this architectural and astronomical genius is the Kukulkan Pyramid, also known as El Castillo. This pyramid is a masterpiece of symbolic engineering. It has 4 stairways, each with 91 steps. If you add the top platform, you get a total of 365 steps, one for each day of the solar year. But its most spectacular feature happens twice a year, during the spring and autumn equinoxes. As the sun sets on these days, the corner of the pyramid casts a series of triangular shadows onto the balustrade of the northern staircase. These shadows creep downwards, creating the illusion of a massive feathered serpent slithering down the pyramid. This serpent represents Kukulkan, the Mayan feathered serpent deity, appearing to descend from the heavens to bless the earth. This incredible light-tan shadow show wasn't an accident. It was a deliberate, precisely calculated effect that demonstrates the Mayas' advanced understanding of astronomy and their ability to integrate it directly into their architecture. El Castillo is not just a building. It's a living celestial event, a clock and a temple, all in one. Another awe-inspiring site is Tikal, located deep in the Guatemalan jungle. Its towering pyramids, like Temple Cuarto Sur above the rainforest canopy, offering breathtaking views. Climbing to the top, you feel like you're on the roof of the world, looking out over a sea of green just as the Mayan kings once did. Then there's Palenque, known for its elegant and detailed carvings. The Temple of the Inscriptions here is particularly famous because it's not just a temple, it's a tomb. Deep inside, archaeologists discovered the sarcophagus of the great King Pakal the Great. The intricate lid of his sarcophagus depicts him at the moment of his death falling into the jaws of the underworld, but also poised for rebirth. A powerful statement about the Mayan belief in the cyclical nature of life and death. Each Mayan city has its own unique character, from the massive scale of Calakmul, Tikal's great rival, to the beautifully preserved murals at Bonampak. Each pyramid tells a different story, a different chapter in the grand saga of the Mayan civilization. Then, around the 9th century AD, something mysterious happened. The great Mayan cities in the southern lowlands, which had thrived for centuries, began to decline. The construction of massive pyramids and temples ceased, and one by one, the cities were abandoned, left to be reclaimed by the relentless jungle. Why did they leave? This question has puzzled experts for decades, and there's no single, simple answer. The leading theories point to a combination of factors. Prolonged and severe droughts may have led to crop failures and widespread famine. Centuries of intensive farming could have exhausted the soil and led to environmental degradation. Constant warfare between the rival city-states likely destabilized the region, disrupting trade and draining resources. It was probably a perfect storm of climate change, environmental stress, political instability, and social unrest that led to the collapse of this once glorious civilization. The people didn't vanish. They likely dispersed into smaller villages, or migrated north to cities like Chichen Itza, which continued to thrive for a few more centuries. For hundreds of years, the Great Pyramids lay hidden, shrouded in legend, and consumed by the jungle. Their stone faces were covered in vines, and their plazas became home to jaguars and monkeys. While local communities knew of their existence, they were largely forgotten by the outside world. It wasn't until the 19th century that explorers and archaeologists, drawn by rumors of lost cities in the jungle, began to systematically rediscover these incredible sites. People like John Lloyd Stephens and Frederick Catherwood braved incredible hardships to reach these ruins, documenting what they found with detailed writings and beautiful, precise drawings. Their work sparked a worldwide fascination with the Maya that continues to this day. The process of excavation and restoration is painstaking and ongoing. Archaeologists carefully remove centuries of earth and vegetation, stabilize crumbling structures, and piece together the fragments of the past. Using modern technologies like LiDAR, which can map the terrain through the dense jungle canopy, we are still discovering new structures and even entire settlements that were previously unknown. Each new discovery adds another piece to the complex puzzle of the Mayan world. The legacy of the Mayan civilization and their pyramids endures. They are not just ancient relics, but powerful symbols of human ingenuity, spiritual depth, and our profound connection to the cosmos. They remind us that even the greatest civilizations can face collapse, offering a cautionary tale about the importance of environmental balance and social stability. But they also inspire us with their beauty, their complexity, and the sheer ambition they represent. Today, these sites are UNESCO World Heritage Treasures, visited by millions of people who come to marvel at their grandeur and feel the echo of a distant past. The descendants of the ancient Maya still live in the region, keeping their languages, traditions, and a deep connection to their heritage alive. The pyramids are more than just stone and mortar. They are a living link to one of history's most fascinating cultures, their mysteries still whispering on the jungle winds. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next mystery we uncover. Only here on Forgotten Clues.